Paul McCarthy, and I'm here to talk about getting started with the Internet of Things. So it's going to be a conversation about simplicity, and you may have already heard about the Internet of Things and you're wondering what it is, and very often people try to explain this stuff a little bit too complicatedly, and I'm going to try to simplify it as much as possible. I'm going to break my talk down into 3 sections because I know I've got 15 minutes. First of all, I'm going to explain what the Internet of Things is. Then I'm going to show you some very, very simple devices that you can buy in local stores today here in Ireland and online to help you get started. And then I'm going to actually show you some more industrial devices, again, to help you get started with the Internet of Things. And the common theme around any of the devices I'm going to show you today is that they're easily accessible, they're easily bought. You can buy them in units of 1, they're simple to set up, and they're simple to use. So what is the Internet of Things? In the simplest of sense, it's about things connecting to the Internet. So things like the light switches, or lights, or smoke detectors, or that door locked down there, anything being connected to the Internet. And the message that I want to kind of impart today is when you hear about the Internet of Things and you're looking around your environment, be it in a factory or in an office or in a building or at home or whatever, thinking what could be connected to the Internet. If it can be connected to the Internet, it will be connected to the Internet. It's just a matter of time. It's all happening, and it's happening very, very, very quickly. Oh, sorry, just make connections to this. So the best way I can demonstrate this is to show you a couple of very, very simple devices. The first one is a 3-pin plug adapter, which I just have plugged in here, and it plugs into any 3-pin socket, and you can plug something else into it, and you can operate it using your phone. So that's probably not. Can everybody see that one there? You can buy that today up in Harvey Norman or in PC World, and you can turn something on or turn something off using your phone from anywhere in the world. I use it myself in the office. I have a heater in my office, and if I end up going in on the weekend, I can put the heating on for 20 minutes or half an hour beforehand before I arrive to the office, because the heating isn't on a timer over the weekend. It's by a company called Belkin, which you all may be familiar with. They're the guys who make all the routers and the modems. The other interesting thing about that is that they can tell you what energy usage you're using. And if you have a device plugged in, and if that device fails, you can get an alert that that device is not taking any power anymore, so there might be something wrong with that device. Again, it's a simple device, does one thing very, very well, and you can get started and use it on your phone. It comes with a very, very simple app, and if the Wi-Fi here is helping me out, then it should turn on, but it might take a couple of seconds. Yes, see there? You just turn it on there with the phone, and I'm turning it off again. So very, very simple. Again, you can be anywhere in the world using one of those. The next device that I like is a very well designed camera. And it's by Nest, which is now owned by Google. And all it is a camera that connects to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connects to your phone, so you can see a video of whatever it's showing at that point in time. The nice thing about it is it's got motion detection and noise detection, which is pretty cool. I know companies that have used things like this, that if they have a leak in a building and they've got some repairs done, they put a camera on that location to make sure that that the fix has been done right. Somebody else, another company I know, uses some of these to make sure that their rodent control measures are working. So they set one of these things down, and if there's any motion or any noise during the night, they can get an alert and a video feed for it. I don't have an example of this, but what I wanted to show here is this is the smoke alarm, and the nice thing about it is it gives you a great sense of comfort knowing that it's continually checking itself. So if you've got a smoke alarm either at home or in an office or something like that, you can always see that it's self-monitoring itself, so you don't have to go checking it. And that kind of function, I think, will become very, very popular with the Internet of Things. My all-time favorite one is, and it's also the smallest one, it's a tiny little tag. Now where the little, oh yeah, it's over here. It's your little key finder. Small little white unit. I've got one of those on my work keys, on my car keys. They're off now. If I didn't got one in the glove box of my car. So if you ever forget where you're parking or where you put your bag down or where you put your keys, it's the simplest thing. I've been using this for 2 years now and it's been great. Finding keys, finding where you put your equipment down or whatever. The previous 2 units use Wi-Fi, this one uses Bluetooth. And the fun starts when you start connecting all of these things together. And there's a number of standards evolving to allow you to do that. For example, if your smoke alarm goes off, you can trigger it to turn your camera on and maybe set your lights to flashing. People are messing around with these all the time. You can set up loads and loads of different types of rules to allow these things to interact with each other. So those are kind of the simple ones that you can buy, we'll say up in the Harvey Normans or the PC Worlds or the Amazon.co.uk sites of the world. I've got a couple of more industrial ones here. But these are, again, they're black boxes. There's no moving parts. They can be attached to something either by being screwed on or by magnet. And this one here is solar powered, and this one here has a 3-year battery. And as you can see here, the functions can be configured to a whole range of functions. GPS location. I know some fleet management companies that have these on their trailers, not their trucks. They might have 20 trucks, but they might have 100 trailers, and they know where their trailers are at any point in time. Vibration. Some people are using units like this on generators, for example. So you know when the generator kicks in and when the generator goes back out. Why is the generator on over the power cut over here somewhere, or whatever it is. Again, simple one-off things you can buy for a couple of €100 and you can get started with the Internet of Things. Motion detection is another one. Door opening and closing, fire doors or emergency trap doors. I want to know every single time that's open and get an alert on my phone when that's happening. Temperature, smoke, carbon monoxide, water detection is getting quite popular in the construction business, on building sites and things like that. You can take one of these, put it on the floor where work is being done, and if there's any water whatsoever, then you get an early notification that you've got a problem. The acceleration-deceleration one is also getting popular with the lone worker sector. So you got some guy working out on a wind farm or something like that, an engineer out on his own, and you want to make sure that he doesn't fall or something happen to him or her. More advanced ones can of course tell you about electricity consumption and water consumption. Again, I think the message is they're black box units. You don't have to wire up your entire building or factory or anything. You can buy a single unit and try it out. The smaller units are €30. These are about €200. So it's an easy starting point to help to get started. And you can imagine getting notifications that you wanted to get from different parts of your factory, from your building, from wherever. I'll come back to that for a second. This I only got a couple of days ago, and it's called the Dot. Has anybody seen this? Okay, this is the Dot, and this is a voice-activated controller. So I can ask this any series of questions, and for me, it's targeted at the home, so you can ask what time it is, tell me everything about Muhammad Ali, what's the tallest mountain in the world. It's kind of like Siri on your phone. But the nice thing is that people are starting to connect it to other services and business services. So you could have an engineer working on something, and he or she could say, tell me how to change the filter on this unit, and this is responding audibly, so they don't have to be looking things up on a phone or on a tablet. So the action word for this is Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, Wikipedia, Apple computers. It's hard to hear if I know. So Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. So I think the future, or one of the futures of the Internet of Things, is voice activating units. Asking as you're driving on the road, 5 minutes, thanks. Asking as you're driving on the road or you're working on a piece of equipment, rather than having to pick up a tablet or a phone, you're getting it read out by a simple unit. This is $49. It's not supported in Ireland yet, but you can get it and you can get it to work. But I think there's going to be a great future with these. I've even got it set up to turn on this switch. Alexa, Wemo off. Come on. Do it for me. That should turn that off. Now the Wi-Fi is a nightmare in here, so, and I think I've lost. There. Everybody see that? Alexa, Wemo on. There we go. Okay, so you can, it's all around these devices talking to each other. There's cheapest chips to get started with, and again, they do one thing very, very well. That's just a stat by Gartner. About 2 years ago, Gartner was reckoning that there would be about 20 billion interconnected devices by 2020. They've revised that up now to about 25 or 26 million. So that's pretty impressive. People sometimes ask me, why is the Internet of Things kind of kicking off now? And the reasons are, what's happened over the last 20 years, we've all got pretty good broadband. We're all carrying mobile phones in our hands. We've all got email addresses. We can receive notifications. And these devices are becoming cheaper, and they're also becoming simple. They're becoming black box, simple devices. We've had 2 summits this year already, one in November, and there's one coming up. So there's loads going on in the industry for you to learn more about the Internet of Things. And I think I could get to finish early and go off and turn on my kettle from my phone and have a cup of tea. Does anybody have any questions? And if anybody wants any information on any of these devices, drop me an email, or I'm down on stand 23A. Thank you very much.